Hello, thanks very much for joining me again. My name's Alex Rowland, and this is, I think, number 3 in my little series of talking about what you've got to do to become a care microprovider. So we talked about a few things last time, and this week we're going to just focus on things like websites, Facebook, getting yourself out there, getting yourself known. So, very important. Now, when you start out, you may not want to spend a lot of money on a website. There are plenty of free websites there if you've got a little bit of technical knowledge, or you know someone who has got a bit of technical knowledge. I personally use my website more as just a shop window. So this is who I am, this is what I do, these are my prices, etc., etc. But I love Facebook. I love it. For me, Facebook is my preferred media of kind of people getting in touch with me, because it's so instant. They can ask me a question, they can talk to me. I am surgically attached, unfortunately, for better or worse, to my iPhone. So if you text me, or message me on Facebook, I will respond pretty quickly. But it's just brilliant because people can ask you questions. It's much more interactive than a website. Now, I realise that your specialism is being a great care worker. It might not be being a great Facebooker, but I just really want to stress that it really is something that is so valuable and so worth you doing, and it saves so much on things like advertising and stuff. There are obviously other social media platforms. My partner loves Twitter and finds it brilliant for the way she works. Now, I can talk in more detail about all the different platforms and advantages. If that's something you guys would like me to do, happy to do it. Just drop me a line and we can do a live session on that. But I'm concentrating on Facebook simply because it's what I know. What I would say, and this is absolutely 100% really important, so listen, okay, yeah, T down, listen, right. Don't set up a personal business page and use it for Facebook, for your business. For one thing, Facebook get very annoyed and you won't last long. As soon as they spot it, they will take it off there. Secondly, it looks like you don't know what you're doing. And even if you don't know what you're doing, you do want to look like you know what you're doing. So it's very simple to set up a business page, very simple. Be aware, whenever anyone comes to me and says they want to be a microprovider, the first thing I do is I look them up on Facebook to see what their personal page looks like and see how much I can see. Now, if I'm looking at their personal Facebook page and I can see, rude jokes, pictures, stuff like that, to be honest, if I was a carer wanting to employ a care worker, I'm gonna think carefully. So remember, in this world of everything, everyone can see everything, be aware of what settings firstly you've got on your personal Facebook page. Even your cover picture and profile picture. Do you really want that picture of you out on the town being rather ill that your friends posted as your profile picture? What does that say to potential employers about you? Just be aware of it. Right. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Excuse me while I just pick up my thing I've just dropped. The next thing I'm going to talk about, which I feel is very important and is often overlooked, is supervision. Very important. I've got a very friendly retired social worker I take my cases to, I discuss it with, I get feedback on. It just gives you someone extra to kind of, if you've got concerns, especially around safeguarding or anything like that, it's very important. As a microprovider, we don't have maybe the backup that we used to have if we work for social services or a larger care organisation. So you need someone to sound out about that. The other thing I'm going to talk about, running records. Whenever I do a session with a client, I always write down what I was doing. So I can evidence what effect it's having with the client. I can show how they're benefiting from my input, but also I can make sure that I can justify why, when someone saw me in a cafe, I was in the cafe. I can prove that I was helping the client with social skills, with community integration, all those kinds of things. And it just provides, after you've worked with 7 or 8 clients in a week, you will have forgotten what you were doing on the Monday. So that written record is very important, all right? And don't skip it. Do it. The final thing, really exciting, accounts and expenses. You do need to do it. Sorry, my cameraman's making me laugh, so excuse me sniggering. Accounts and expenses. You need to keep a proper record of this. I use just a spreadsheet. I record everything so remember everything like drinks, food, anything you do during your working day with the client. Potentially, they are all tax deductible or partially tax deductible. I use an accountant to do my books. You can do the whole self-assessment thing. I just happen to be pretty rubbish at maths, so I let them sort that out for me. Doesn't cost me much though. But you may want to budget about £300-400 for that, so just be aware. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. Sorry I've droned on a bit. Thank you very much for joining me, and we will hope to see you soon when we may be talking a bit more about all this. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.